Fashion marketing. There's so many different ways that you can promote your fashion brand, and in this video I want to share with you some of my favorite free marketing techniques that you can use for your fashion brand. I also want to show you why it's important to have a variety of different methods that you're using, because spoiler alert, algorithms change. Just in the last month alone, I lost 250,000 monthly unique viewers because of an algorithm change. Now, luckily for me, because I market in lots of different places, bottom line, my business wasn't affected. I didn't lose a ton of cash over it. But the reality is, if you're only promoting your products in one place and an algorithm causes you to lose that much business, that's going to be a big problem for you. So that's why it's really important to have lots of different marketing options. So let's walk through what those are in this video. If you're new around here, hi, I'm Vicki, founder of The Fashion Business Coach. And for the past 5 years, I've been helping small and startup fashion brands to launch and scale successfully. Every single week, I produce a new video which is completely free and answers a question that someone in the community's asked, or just shares a general insight, tip, something to help you move your fashion business forward. So if you're not following along or subscribing already, make sure that you do so that you can catch that new video each and every week. This week we're talking about marketing, and I want to share with you some different marketing options that are free that you can consider for your fashion brand. The reason I wanted to give you kind of this overview of different methods is because time and time again, I see people who focus on Instagram only. Their whole strategy is around Instagram, and this is dangerous because of the algorithm. If you're not familiar with that term, the algorithm is basically what dictates who sees your content and who doesn't. So fundamentally, it has the power to make you go viral, but it also has the power to make no one see your stuff. Dangerous, right? And the thing is, with these platforms, sometimes they're super popular and sometimes they go away overnight. So it's really important that we try different marketing methods. If you're brand new, I think it is best to start with one and improve on it and get good at it. But pretty quickly, I want people to be adding in new marketing methods. Here's a real life example from the past month. I use Pinterest a lot, and they recently had an algorithm update. When there's a new update, it often takes a little while to kind of get used to it and how it's working. And long story short, I lost 250,000 monthly active viewers just in that month. Now, luckily, because I have lots of different marketing channels, that didn't affect my business. I didn't go bankrupt. That's very good news, right? But the thing is, if I'd only been focused on Pinterest, if that was my only way of getting customers, I'd have been in trouble. And that's why it was really important for me to make this video, so that you guys know that we need to have different options for getting customers in the door. The good thing is, with the Pinterest thing, now I'm understanding the new algorithm, things are going up again, and I'm confident they're going to be back up where they were. But again, don't want to be putting all my eggs in one basket. Another reason is because if you're older like me, you might remember a platform called MySpace. That was the go-to. Everyone was on MySpace, and now no one's on MySpace. So if you were only focusing on MySpace, you've not got any customers anymore. So anyway, that's the overview as to why it's important to have different marketing ideas. So let's run through a few different options. As I've just mentioned, Pinterest is a really big option. Personally, I don't view it as a social media platform simply because there's no social interaction on there. It's not somewhere that you comment and like, and I mean, you can, but people don't. It's not where you have a conversation. So I have got other videos on Pinterest marketing if you want to take a look at that. And it's something that I really love. Even after the past month's drama, it's something that's so important for my business, my fashion business, many fashion businesses. So definitely consider Pinterest. PR, or public relations, is another really good one, and what that means is you can pitch yourself to publications, whether that's a magazine, whether it's a blog, whether it's a newspaper, TV even, and get your brand out there and featured in that way. The good news is you can actually do this for yourself. You can DIY it. For years, I DIY'd all my own PR and was featured in lots of different magazines around the world, in blogs, and it was really great exposure for my business. The third option is getting customer referrals. Yes, it's very old school, but it's so powerful. What this means is you encourage your existing customers who are buying from you and happy with the purchases, you encourage them to tell other people. Now there's ways of incentivizing this. For instance, you might have seen those little cards that come in people's parcels where it says recommend a friend and you both get a gift voucher, you both get 10% off, you both get points if you have a loyalty scheme. This is really powerful because people trust their friends and family more than strangers on the internet, right? So what this does is it gives people an opportunity to share your business. It encourages them to share because you're giving them this incentive, and the friend or the partner, family member, whoever's being recommended to, they're going to trust this person because they know them already. They're in their inner circle. So if someone's saying to me, Vicky, I really recommend this clothing brand, you're going to love them. You know, if that's a friend of mine, I'll know that they know what I like. I know that they're not going to tell me something's good if it's terrible. So there's a real element of trust there. So referrals can be really powerful too. A fourth option is blogging, having a blog section on your website. This is really, really great because it really helps you to get featured in Google searches. That's actually been my best strategy for getting featured in Google. You know, if you're trying to get featured by having, you know, the top search for dresses or swimwear or something, that's super, super difficult. And a lot of big businesses are putting a ton of cash into that. So it's really hard for you to compete and get seen really high in the Google rankings. Whereas through your blog, if people are searching for something, a solution for something, for instance, when I had a wedding business or special occasions business, I would have blog posts on things like how to be the perfect wedding guest. People would search that in Google and then they would find my website. So blogging is a really great free option as well. And finally, collaborations is really great too. So working with other businesses, people who have a similar target audience to you but are not a competitor, that's a really powerful way of building connections because essentially you can swap audiences. If this sounds good and you want to learn more about marketing topics, I would love to invite you to join the Fashion Business Membership. Every single month, I release a new masterclass which helps you with one particular area of your fashion business. One month we'll do Pinterest marketing, PR, Instagram, and we also cover topics like scaling your business, growing successfully, and manufacturing your products. As well as each targeted masterclass, you'll get your action steps so that you can actually action what you've learned. I don't want this to be some kind of passive, oh, I'll just watch this and do nothing with it. I want you to actually move forward with your business, whether that's launching it for the first time or growing and scaling it further. We'll also have accountability. We'll have Q&A calls every 2 weeks so that if you're stuck on the topic and you need to get some help, I'll be there in the live Q&A and you can get your question answered. We also have our community of amazing fashion entrepreneurs, which gives you endless possibilities for collaboration and just helping each other out, not having to feel alone in that fashion journey. So if this sounds good, I would love to invite you to join. I'll link the details to the Fashion Business Membership below, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Bye.